Is Edwin Diaz redefining what it means to throw heat? With the explosive energy of Narco echoing through the stadium, Diaz steps onto the mound and delivers fastballs that push the limits of what's possible, topping out at a recorded 103 miles per hour in 2022. His entrances have become a viral sensation, drawing millions of views and capturing the attention of baseball fans everywhere. But does Diaz's velocity alone make him the fastest pitcher in the game today? To answer that, we have to look beyond a single number and ask a deeper question. What does it truly mean to be the fastest pitcher in baseball? Throughout baseball history, the idea of fast has always captivated fans and players alike. Yet, the way we measure pitching velocity has changed dramatically. Early on, speed was more of a matter of reputation than reliable measurement. Pitchers like Nolan Ryan and Walter Johnson were celebrated for their power, but the tools of their era offered only rough estimates. What we called fast in those days often depended on the drama of the moment and the awe inspired by a pitcher's presence on the mound. As technology advanced, so did our understanding of pitching velocity. Early radar setups often underestimated the true speed of a pitch at release, since they measured closer to home plate after the ball had already slowed down. Today's StatCast tools have transformed the landscape. Now we can see release point velocity, spin rate, and pitch movement with remarkable precision. This shift lets us put numbers like Diaz's 102.4 mile per hour fastball in full context, capturing not just the raw speed, but the way the ball behaves from the instant it leaves his hand. The introduction of release point velocity has redefined what it means to be a true flamethrower. No longer do we rely on word of mouth or grainy footage to judge who throws the hardest. Instead, we have a clear, standardized metric that allows direct comparisons between eras and between pitchers. Spin rate and movement now sit alongside velocity as essential parts of the story. For pitchers like Edwin Diaz, these new metrics reveal a lot more than just how fast the ball travels. They show how a fastball can appear even faster to a hitter, thanks to its late movement or deceptive spin. Raw velocity still matters. It's often the first thing that draws attention to a pitcher, the foundation for dominance on the mound. But in today's game, being fast means more than just lighting up the radar gun. It's about how consistently a pitcher can reach those top speeds, how well he controls the ball at high velocity, and how he uses spin and movement to keep hitters off balance. This is where Diaz stands out. His fastball isn't just about the number on the scoreboard. It's about the way it jumps on hitters, the late life it shows, and the precision with which he delivers it. The evolution from subjective impressions to data-driven analysis has changed the conversation around pitching speed. Where legends of the past built their reputations on perceived power, today's elite arms are measured by a suite of advanced metrics. StatCast allows us to break down every aspect of Diaz's arsenal, from his top-end velocity to the intricacies of his spin and movement. This comprehensive view helps explain why Diaz is considered among the hardest throwers in the league, even as the standards for fast continue to shift. With this new understanding of what velocity means in the modern game, the question becomes, how does Edwin Diaz's fastball stack up against the other elite fireballers of his era? Edwin Diaz's place among today's hardest throwers comes down to more than just radar readings. His fastball has been clocked as high as 103 miles per hour, a number that stands out even in an era where triple-digit heat is no longer rare. But Diaz's edge isn't just about peak speed. While many pitchers can flash 100 miles per hour, few can combine that with the movement, command, and consistency that Diaz brings to every appearance. Over the past several seasons, Diaz has shown a rare ability to maintain elite velocity. In his breakout year with Seattle, his fastball regularly averaged around 97 miles per hour. By 2022, he pushed that average to over 99 miles per hour, a progression that sets him apart as most pitchers lose velocity as their careers advance. Even more impressive, he flirted with fanning half the hitters he saw, a mark unmatched in history. That kind of dominance comes not just from throwing hard, but from the way Diaz sustains his power and precision throughout a season. The effectiveness of Diaz's fastball also comes from its spin. At its best, his fastball spins at over 2,500 revolutions per minute. This high spin rate creates a pitch that drops less than hitters expect, making it appear to rise as it approaches the plate. Paired with his ability to locate the pitch at the top of the strike zone, Diaz forces hitters to swing underneath the ball, a challenge few can overcome. StatCast refers to this as perceived velocity, and it's an area where Diaz stands out. While other pitchers may occasionally throw harder, the combination of Diaz's spin, command, and release point makes his fastball play even faster. Of course, the atmosphere surrounding Diaz is a factor in itself. When Narco blares at Citi Field, hitters know they're facing a 101+ mile-per-hour fastball with elite spin and precision, an atmosphere that tips the mental battle in Diaz's favor. The broadcast footage captured by SNY director John DeMarsico helped turn these entrances into a viral phenomenon, amplifying the pressure and anticipation each time Diaz steps on the mound. The psychological edge he gains from this spectacle is real and part of what makes him so effective in high-leverage moments. The league is full of pitchers with impressive velocity, but few combine all the elements that Diaz does. Some, like Aroldis Chapman, have set records for the fastest pitch ever thrown. Others, such as Jordan Hicks and Hunter Green, have made headlines for their ability to reach triple digits. But Diaz's value comes from more than just speed alone. His consistency, his ability to generate swings and misses, and the way he commands the moment set him apart from the rest. Understanding Diaz's place among the game's elite fireballers means looking at more than just the number on the radar gun. It requires examining how he actually achieves that velocity and what makes his fastball so difficult to hit. The answer lies not only in his arm strength, but also in the mechanics and preparation that allow him to repeat his delivery with such explosive results. To understand why Edwin Diaz's fastball stands out, it's important to look at the science behind his delivery. The story of his speed is rooted in the mechanics of pitching, a carefully coordinated sequence of movements that start with his legs and end with the ball exploding out of his hand. This kinetic chain is the foundation of his power, allowing him to generate consistent, high-level velocity throughout the season. Diaz's delivery begins with a strong push from his legs. The lower body is responsible for initiating the drive toward home plate, setting the stage for everything that follows. By using his legs efficiently, Diaz gains momentum early in his motion, which he then channels upward through his core. The rotation of his torso is both fast and controlled, and this explosive core movement is a key factor in his ability to build and transfer energy. It's not just about turning quickly, it's about timing the rotation so that maximum force is available when his arm comes through. His arm slot, typically a high 3/4 angle, is another critical piece. This arm angle allows for a smooth, repeatable motion that helps him maintain both velocity and command. The energy collected from his stride and core rotation is delivered through his arm in a whip-like motion, maximizing the speed of the ball without sacrificing control. The efficiency of Diaz's mechanics means that every part of his body contributes to the pitch, reducing unnecessary strain and helping to keep his arm healthy. Modern training and recovery methods play a significant role in sustaining this level of performance. Diaz's regimen includes targeted strength training, flexibility exercises, and a focus on lower body and core power. Plyometric drills are used to enhance explosiveness, while weighted ball programs are designed to refine the throwing motion and build arm strength. These routines are not just about adding muscle, they're about optimizing the kinetic chain so that energy is transferred smoothly from the ground up, pitch after pitch. Recovery is just as important as training. The repetitive stress of throwing at high speeds can take a toll on the shoulder and elbow. So Diaz prioritizes conditioning and rest. Flexibility work, shoulder stabilization exercises, and careful monitoring of workload are all part of his approach. By maintaining mobility and strength, he reduces the risk of injury and ensures that he can keep throwing hard deep into the season. The physics of Diaz's fastball add another layer to his effectiveness. High velocity means more kinetic injury, but it's the combination of speed and spin that makes his pitches so difficult to hit. While the ball doesn't actually rise, the high spin rate caused it to drop less than hitters expect, creating the illusion of a rising fastball. This deception, paired with his ability to locate pitches at the top of the zone, forces hitters to swing underneath the ball. The outcome is clear in the results. Diaz has flirted with striking out half the batters he's faced, a testament to the impact of his mechanics and preparation. All these elements, efficient movement, modern training, and focus on recovery, come together to create a fastball that is more than just a number on a radar gun. They explain how Diaz can repeatedly challenge hitters with triple-digit velocity and why his presence on the mound changes the dynamic of any game. The science of his speed is not just about raw power. It's about the precise execution of every step in his delivery. As we consider the impact of Diaz's fastball, it's worth asking what truly sets him apart in the modern game. Diaz's dominance comes from more than just speed. Between his 103 mph top speed heater, sub 2.00 ERA seasons, and near 50% strikeout rate, Diaz makes a compelling case as one of the most effective closers in the game. His ability to pair the velocity with a fast, sharp-breaking slider and consistent command turns every appearance into a challenge for hitters. So, is raw velocity the ultimate measure, or does command and movement top peak speed? Let us know in the comments which pitcher, Diaz or one of his fireball peers, deserves the fastest arm crown.